Hello, you have reached Zen Bliss Education with Chrissy. We're going to be doing a supine massage today using tools, using hot tools and also unheated tools. We're going to be starting on the back here. First, I am going up along the spinous processes of the cervical spine, slowly walking up the spine until I get to that occipital ridge, and then I like to kind of hang out and feel the cranial pulse a bit, and this can be very relaxing. It helps the entire fascia system relax. We're working on the trapezius. I am usually very careful with my hands, so you can see the rotation of my wrist is very limited. I'm using my body to move back and forth and trying to limit the use of the smaller muscles as I work. So I'm not rotating my wrist a lot. I try to avoid rotating my shoulder. And that's why you see my body moving back and forth. It's the more that you can use your bigger muscles, the better. Now we're using a very common massage tool. I think we've all seen it. I don't use this one a lot, but I wanted to demonstrate how you could use it if this is the tool that you have. This is not one that I normally heat up. But I'm going to focus it in the trapezius there, and kind of like right where the clavicle connects in. There's a little triangle there, and a lot of times office workers will have a trigger point, and this tool is one of the tools that's good for getting right into that very common trigger point that people have, and it's kind of hard to get to it without a tool, and sort of contorting your wrist. And so tools are a really good way to get into that area and not put extra strain on your wrist. So that is one tool that I'll use in that area. It's not my favorite. This one is actually really my favorite. And the reason why I really like the Thummy is you can heat it up. You can put it in a microwave. You can put it in a hot towel warmer. You can put it in a portable stone heater. These days I do more house calls, and I will carry it in a portable stone heater along with my hot stones and my eye pillow and my heated neck pillow. So this is another way that I like to save my hands. I'm right next to the spine, and I am hooking my fingers into the muscles there, and I really try to give my fingers support as I go back and forth and release those muscles. If you put your one hand over the other, it allows you to have more strength and give your hands less strain. And then when I'm going one hand at a time, that's more of a stretching and not as much pressure. And when I'm going to put more pressure, I will double up my hands. So here I am showing you the stone. So I like to heat up my hot stones in my travel stone heater, which is a backpack. I'll do another video where I will show you all of my tools that I use when I do house calls. So if you're interested in perhaps viewing that, you can subscribe so you can get a notification and not miss it. And then this is a stretch that I really like to do to get that connected fascia. So with the pecs and the sternocleidomastoid and the trapezius and also the bicep long head right there, it's all connected and shares the same fascia. So you can see the hand that you see that's in the anterior part of the neck, that is more of a stretching movement that I'm doing. And that helps to just kind of release that whole fascia line. And now I'm going back to just kind of that relaxing, rocking movement along the spine as processes and up to the occipital. So this is a heated neck wrap that I also keep in my portable backpack that's a hot stone heater. And all of these little extras that you do, these are the things that make people come back to you because it makes you stand out compared to your run-of-the-mill therapist. So when I'm working on the jaw, I kind of like to get the whole face, get the sinuses, and just keep it very slow, rhythmic, and relaxing. I like to kind of do like the little Spock movement with my fingers on each side of their ear and get the whole jaw, get their scalp really good. At first I did, that's like a friction that I'm doing along their scalp. At first I'll do a friction and then get all those pressure points in the ears. It's so relaxing to have someone work on your ears. It's amazing, all of the pressure points in there. In fact, when people work on my ears, that's usually when I knock out during a massage. That is the best part. Kind of get all the points. Get the jaw all the way up. From the bottom all the way up to where it connects into the processes there. Kind of go up and down. Go up and down, connect it up into the scalp. And then I'll do just a little bit of Reiki on the eyes and the whole face. It's just very rejuvenating to have the energy and that heat go right into your head and your eyes. And then this is the eye pillow that I have in my heater. I'll usually put a tissue I double up the tissue as a barrier for that. And then this is at the pecs, and then this is actually a myofascial technique where you go with the spiral of the fascia and slowly get it to release from the tricep side. I like to use a soft fist on those extensor muscles and work all of those in between the carpals. Get the pollicis muscles. And I really like to spend a lot of time here for people who drive a lot or work on a computer. And my good old pal, the Thummy, is really good in this area where you would normally like to dig in your thumb to do some trigger work. The heat of the Thummy is really good here, and it has the similar consistency of your thumb. In fact, I've had clients tell me they can't even tell that it's not my thumb. And then I like to also use hot stones here, especially if somebody does elect to get a hot stone massage, then this is one of the areas that I would incorporate the hot stones for sure. The hot stone and the Thummy are my favorite hot tools to use. The bamboo I like for the longer muscles mostly, like the legs, a little bit on the back and the hips, but really more, the bamboo is more for the legs. So this is more of a myofascial move on the legs. Clients report to me that working on the quads, going in the spiral direction, seems to help them release much better, especially when you get to the lateral IT band and the whole vastus lataris area there. You kind of go like in an ocean wave move back and forth. This seems to be very effective at releasing the quad muscle. And it's very relaxing at the same time. You can make it deeper or lighter. And when I'm sitting down, I find I can really get some good leverage on that IT band. So here I am using the bamboo tool. And the bigger ones I heat up in a heating pad, a large heating pad. And the smaller ones I can also put in my hot stone heater. You can get the expensive bags as well, but I don't really use them enough to me to make it worth the investment. But if you really find that you're gravitating towards using the bamboo a lot, it may be worth it for you to invest in the bag. Here I am with my Thummy again. So it also heats up very quickly, so you can put it back in the bag while you're doing other things, and when you go back to it, it is warm again. Slightly warmer than your hand. And then you can use this hot stone on the IT band and the lateral quad there. This is a good direction to work from. It's kind of easier on the hand sometimes to get it from different directions, pulling towards you instead of just pushing. And holding the stone like that also takes the strain off of the wrist and makes your hands more ergonomic. And we're working on the bottom part of the leg, getting the soleus muscle there. Anytime I'm using tools or not, I try to avoid the shin bone. Make sure that you're not going over the shin bone, especially with tools. It can be very sensitive there. And then we're going to do a little manual traction This can feel really good, especially for people that stand a lot. You want to be careful with anyone that's hypermobile, or if they have arthritis, you're not going to be wanting to pull on their joints. And this is the foot envelope that I like to use and put over